Hi, today we are going to make air conditioner covers out of things that we have at home, packing material. So I have this whole thing of packing peanuts that I've been collecting and I didn't know what to do with it. And I need air conditioner covers because my air conditioners are very drafty and I'm just going to use a box. I'm going to cut these a little bit larger than they need to be. This is kind of the size of 2 of our air conditioners, so that really works out really well. And then I have another box that is similar, and I'm going to cut these off, and these are going to go on the sides of the air conditioner. And then I'm going to Mod Podge the packing peanuts down. I'm giving you a full description in case I don't film because I'm not very good at filming. I'm going to give you a full description. So this is the plan. I'm going to Mod Podge packing peanuts down on these boxes on the inside, so when it's up against the air conditioner, the box will be what you see on the outside. And then I'm going to take some fabric, and I think I'm going to take, let me show you this really quick. We have a ton of drapes like this because we had them on every single window in our house at one point. They're blackout and they are like good for like keeping the warmth in the house, but we didn't really like the feeling of the drapes, so we only kept them on like the glass sliders, the French doors. And on the other ones, we took them off and we put this, and that's why you can see on a lot of our things, I never know where to point. On a lot of our things, we have like, you could see where the rod was. We just haven't painted, but we plan on like revamping our whole house. So that's not really an issue, but we have a ton of those blackout curtains in the house. And I was going to sell them, and I'm like, you know what? I think they'd be great to sew and put as a fabric on the outside of the packing peanuts and the boxes. And then I'm going to put an elastic around them and probably some Velcro and just have it like stick right on the air conditioner. I'm going to try to film as much of this as possible without being painfully boring. But I think the whole point of this, I don't know how many people have packing peanuts. I don't know how many people have boxes, blackout curtains, stuff like this already readily available in their house. But the whole point is to try to get creative. I just literally was like, what am I going to do with these packing peanuts? And then I was like, I need something to insulate. And I was like, do packing peanuts insulate? And it was like, yes, they do. I also have a huge chunk of styrofoam from something that was shipped to me. And I was going to use that. But as I was trying to cut it, I was like, this is a nightmare. Like, it's getting all over the place. So I'm just going to stick with the packing peanuts. So let's get into cutting these to a little bit larger than the actual size of the air conditioner. And we're going to take it from there. A blade or like X-Acto knife or something would probably be so much better than this. This is not comfortable. It's annoying. And this scissor is kind of hurting my hand. It's actually my husband's favorite scissor, and I was debating on whether or not I should use it, and now I'm like, I don't think I want to use it anymore because it's hurting my hand. For the sake of the video, I'm going to stop filming because this is boring. We're just cutting these out right now. We're not even getting perfect shapes. We're just getting them off of the backing. Does that make sense? I think so. I'm back so soon. So I just cut the one side off and I realized that it's like coming apart on its own. And so I'm just going to work with that because, can you hear me? I cut the one side off. I realized that it's coming apart on its own once I was done cutting the first side. And I'm just going to work with that because it is hurting my hand and I'd rather not have to cut it the way I've been cutting it. Wow, that just saved so much time and effort. So I am going to now cut off these parts here. They're not necessary to have on this, but we might use them in the future on the sides. I'm not sure yet, but let's just cut them off for now. I'm wasting my time. I'm not going to cut them. I'm just going to fold them in. What does it matter? Like, what does it matter? I don't need to cut them. I'm not going to do that. All right. Next step. Okay, so I have all the pieces cut and I'm thinking that this one is perfect the way it is. I think I was going to overcomplicate it and there's just no reason. I think I might trim a little bit off the top, but I'm just going to flip this camera around and show you what it looks like so far. That's the air conditioner. You can see it comes out really far on the sides. And honestly, this is the smallest one we have in our house, but I cut this piece out and I'm thinking it can just sit right on here. It's not going to look like this, obviously, and we're going to put some packing material in here, some packing peanuts, Mod Podged, wow, it's really dirty, I have to clean that. But I think that this might work like with the sides just kind of like this, considering if I just have a little bit of extra material on it, and then I will have Velcro on the sides that it Velcros to. I think that that might actually work. I'm feeling like it's going to work instead of doing one like across the front, down here, down here. You guys know I like to half-ass things. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I might just cut a little bit off of the top of this piece. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do that. And also, I'm using Mod Podge because I don't have regular Elmer's glue. I would totally use that. Would be way cheaper. But I don't have it. And so what's cheaper than using something you have? Like literally nothing. So I think Elmer's glue would be just fine. This project is right up my alley because the boxes I cut, the other box I'm going to show you in a second, is perfect size for my air conditioners for what I need them for. So let me show you. So this is the other one. And both of our other 2 air conditioners are exactly like this. So this and one more. And this is the piece that I cut. I mean, you can't see, but it is literally perfect for size. It also has the lips on the side, which is great. So I'm just going to, you can't really see it, but it comes like out like this far. And so I'm going to tape on other pieces that go this far and then this way. And then I'll show you that piece when I'm done. And then that's when we're going to glue on all the things. These look absolutely wild and I have not filmed. I haven't filmed since the last time you saw. Okay, so I have the shapes pretty much down. So I'm going to show you this one is for my small air conditioner. And what I did was I just sliced the back so that this was like bendable so that I could like put this on the air conditioner. I'll show you more of that later. This one is for our bedroom air conditioner. It's a bigger air conditioner. I have the glue. I tried to use it. It really didn't use it for anything. So I've been using tape. I do want to just go around and like actually secure everything, and then I'll show you the last one. This is the last one. I just have to finish doing this bottom part, so like a little lip on the bottom, and this is what it looks like. Maybe the best one, maybe the worst one, I'm not sure, but okay, so my next steps are just making sure that everything is securely on here, and I think what I'm going to do next is the packing peanuts. So I'm going to start gluing them down in here, and then I think the last thing I'm going to do is the drape over the whole thing. So I'm going to try to get some packing peanut footage. We'll see what I do, and we'll try to get some drape, and then we're basically done. I was going to use elastic. I'm not going to use elastic, but I am going to use Velcro on the sides so that I can just stick it right to the window. Okay, jumping in just to give you guys a heads up, that's my packing peanuts. This is the Mod Podge that I originally used. I had an old one too that I had to bust into. So yeah, this is one of the air conditioner covers done. It is completely packed and I'm really proud of it. And then this is this one done. I should have iron this, but I didn't. It was really difficult to get it to sit on the wall because there's a wood piece underneath. So I had to use elastic and kind of hook it onto the opening and close on the window. And then this is the other one. For this, I put the drapes underneath the actual box so that it was easy to just put fabric on it right after. And then this is me Mod Podging these down. This is in real time. Like these took me like hours to do, but like it was easy, mindless for the most part. And then this is the little air conditioner one. I wound up, we placed an order on BJ's and the person who delivered it gave us this garlic box. And I was like, this is perfect air conditioner size. So the original one I had for the little air conditioner, I wound up cutting that in half and putting those like little wings that you see on here, putting those on because on that air conditioner, like the sides come out really far. And so that was probably our most drafty window, but just wanted to show you what it looked like for me to actually do this. And yeah, you just put a little bit, work a little bit at a time. If you're using regular glue, it would probably be different, but whatevs. And like I said, this was all pretty easy. And then I do show you in this, me actually putting the fabric on it. It took 5 to 6 drapes to do this completely. Oh, this is me doing the fabric. I did not do the sides on this because I was running out of packing peanuts. I mean, who's ever said that in the world? Like, I'm running out of packing peanuts. So I was pretty happy. So I didn't do the sides, but like I said in the beginning, these drapes are double, like insulated. So they really are like so efficient for what I'm using it for. So I was pretty happy about that. This is the other big air conditioner, but I just want to show you guys how I do it. So I used 2 things of Mod Podge. I used all those packing peanuts, and I used about 6 drapes, I believe. And it is significantly warmer in the house. Do they look pretty? No, but they're really cool. Oh, and I also used elastic. I had elastic that had like little buttonholes in it, like pre-cut buttonholes, and that's what I used to hang them on the windows. For the most part, they sat on the windowsill, and then I was able to do that. The Velcro did not work. I don't know what I was thinking. I had like these little Velcro dots, and that did not work. On this particular box, I needed more draping, so I took another drape and I cut it up and I put it on the inside and I sewed it all together. That's how I got all this together. I think if you had fabric glue, that would be even better, but I draped mine and sewed it. It looks messy, but like they work, and who really cares? This is the back of the house that nobody goes into anyway. When I was done and I put these on the wall and I had everything in place secure, I took one of the drapes and I cut it up and I stuffed it where I needed to stuff it. You could see like on the sides, I just rolled it up. You could really see it here. And this really helped with the draft. So highly recommend. I really enjoyed this project. It took me 2 days and I used stuff I already had.